Hi guys, welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm E.
I'm D.
And today we'll be talking about the real Slim Shady against the reasonably shady. What am I talking about per se? Eminem is apparently suing Robyn Dixon and Gizelle Bryant because of their name, reasonably shady. So according to the rapper, that sounds too close to his name, and he ain't with it, as far as I know. Let us know what's going on.
Okay. So, according to Rolling Stone, Eminem does not want to sit for deposition in his trademark fight with two Real Housewives stars. The rapper says others are better suited to answer questions pertaining to the dispute over Gizelle Bryant and Robyn Dixon's reasonably shady mark. Eminem's trademark dispute with Real Housewives of Potomac stars Gizelle and Robyn over their reasonably shady podcast and other ventures has descended into a back and forth over whether the rapper should have to sit for a deposition. Earlier this month, Bryant and Dixon filed a motion trying to compel Eminem, real name Marshall Mathers, to sit for a deposition, which the rapper promptly rebuffed in a December 15 filing, first reported by allhiphop.com. Mathers' lawyers also sought to secure a protective order precluding the deposition of the rapper. Mathers, it sounds so weird saying it, argued others in his orbit would be willing and better suited to sit for depositions having equal and superior knowledge to Mathers on the relevant topics. Those included Mathers' longtime manager and business partner, Paul Rosenberg, Eric Hahn of the digital marketing agency Famehouse, which is a subsidiary of Universal Music Group, and Stuart Parr, who's long handled licensing for Eminem. A lawyer for Bryant and Dixon, however, remained insistent that Mathers himself sit in December 20th filing. It argued that Mathers' state of mind and his belief as to the reputation are central to claims regarding dilution. The motion later argued Bryant and Dixon should be afforded the right to actually question the actual party who filed the notice of opposition and whose reputation is allegedly harmed by the applicant's mark. Bryant and Dixon's lawyer also claimed that deposing the other people Mathers suggested could lead to dead ends in questioning. For instance, Bryant and Dixon's lawyers asked other parties about Mathers' reasoning for choosing and using the trademarks at issue. They could be objected to and held as hearsay, denying the pair the opportunity to obtain relevant information that could have been more readily obtained by deposing Mathers. Mathers' lawyer, however, stuck by their arguments that others, like Rosenberg, are suitable to sit for deposition in a motion filed on December 22nd. As of December 28th, that was the last motion that was filed in the ongoing squabble, because of course the holidays. The trademark dispute between Eminem and the two Housewives stars kicked off back in February when Mathers filed his objection to the reasonably shady trademark application. The application itself was submitted in February of 2022. Bryant and Dixon have long hosted a podcast called Reasonably Shady, and we're aiming to secure a trademark for the brand that would cover merchandise and other entertainment services. Mathers, who has owned marks for both Slim Shady and Shady for the past 2 decades, opposed the application, saying he believes he will be damaged if Bryant and Dixon get their mark.
Oh,
Well, what do we think?
I have a, but these might be like, I I don't think that they're hating thoughts, because we just went over like an episode about income inequality and things like that. But sometimes, you know, they don't be giving people opportunities, because the
Yeah.
rich people, or the people with access, or with whatever, like,
Mhm.
just want everything for themselves. So
Right.
trademark, like, people have trademark Shady, like he did.
Mhm.
Taylor Swift, we learned, trademarked her whole name. We can't even use it for nothing, like when we're doing things.
Yeah.
Kylie trademarked her name. I mean, just everything is just basically like trademark. So like, people
Yeah.
can't get around. How do you trademark a name? You can't trademark a recipe.
I don't know.
You can't, because you can't. So I don't understand how people are just getting whole words and being like, "You're mine." That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's weird. And I
The
mean, I
real
think
Slim Shady and reasonably shady are pretty different in my mind. If anything,
Yeah.
every time I say reason, maybe that was the whole point. Because I was gonna say every time I say reasonably shady, I think of Slim Shady. I guess that
Girl.
I know. I take it all back. Eminem, you might have something here because I always think of you every time you say reasonably shady. Wow, they really dawned on me right now. We're here, embarrassed and seen.
I mean, it kind of did eventually remind me of like Real Slim Shady or something like that. But
It's
in,
different enough.
in fairness, as much as I love Eminem, and I do, um, he is not the Slim Shady of 20 years ago. And, to still be holding on to that trademark as though nobody else should be entitled to even utter the word seems a little bit like selfish. Just because like Gizelle and Robyn are not going to be out here taking millions of dollars away from you, sir. They are Bravo stars. They are not worldwide known stars as you are. So I don't believe that people are going to be so easily confused if they're
Mhm.
seeing out Slim Shady merchandise or shady merchandise, which again, how many people are trying to get that in this day and age?
Mhm.
Um, as compared to whatever Bravo celebrities, whatever they're called, in their universe, what they've got going on. Like you're not going to have housewives of middle America trying to purchase your items, purchasing their items. They're not looking out for Marshall Mathers and his Slim Shady products. They're wanting, housewife stuff, Bravo celebrities, merchandise. Like that's what that's about.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think it's kind of like, yeah, a little selfish.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, it is two. These are two women on a podcast. This is the whole rapper. I'm gonna call him a white rapper. Like stands out
Mhm.
even more.
Yeah.
Male. Like
Yeah.
it's two different things, you know.
Yeah. It is. Like completely.
Yeah.
And so like you said in the beginning, like to not like you're taking away from them in a way, right? Like how can they really like prosper in their stuff simply
Hmm.
because you're like saying no, they shouldn't, it's too close to my name or whatever. Like I don't know, it's odd, I think.
I don't know. I never thought I would see the day where Eminem is beefing, in theory, with housewives.
Housewives of Potomac? Come
But
on.
they're
Come on.
harmless. Marshall, let them
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's that
Besides,
serious.
yeah, besides, real fans would know whether they're purchasing real Slim Shady versus reasonably shady.
Oh, for
Right.
sure. For sure.
So,
I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain people will know the difference, you know?
and I doubt that they'll take millions from you. Okay,
Yeah.
they're not that.
They're
Yes.
Bravo celebrities. Like, they're not, A-listers out here, bro. Calm down. And you don't want to sit for a depo? Why? Just take a few hours of your
That
time.
concludes today's video. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends can
Yeah.
be our friends and we can all be friends. We also have social media, which Steele tell you about.
We're on Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, comment on the content. We enjoy interacting with y'all.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.